That's what happens if you don't have a microphone. We're going to take a closer look at the XLR K2M microphone from Sony. That way you can get your audio on. As always, if this video helps you, don't forget to hit us up with a like button underneath and subscribe to our channel. And when you're in the Miami area, come say hello to Adam and me at Digital Goja Showrooms. Well, let's take a look and see what comes inside here. Hopefully it is an XLR K2M. Again, very well packaged. Here is some instructional pamphlets from Sony. And of course, the most important thing, the warranty card, which shows that this is good for the US only, and if it's purchased from an authorized dealer like Digital Goja. Now, as you can see, it comes in a really nice carrying case. So this is to assure that you have your microphone with you wherever you go. This helps out the videographers quite well. And you notice it's very well padded, so this is going to be incredibly protected. There's a control panel, and here is the XLR microphone, which fits right in here. Let's take a closer look and see how this XLR microphone multi-port system from Sony works. Now, of course, the Sony XLR KM2 adapter kit comes complete with the control box and an actual XLR microphone. So you also have, remember, two inputs. So your primary one can go into input 1, and you have for a secondary one for 2 channels. And notice how here in the control box you have that capability where you can work with either one input on channel 1 or both channel 1 and channel 2. You have your attenuator selector switch, so you can change your decibel input depending on how loud the environment is where you're working at. And here's where you have your capability of selecting your line input for both input 1 and 2, whether you're working with a powered microphone or if you want to use phantom power all the way up to 48 volts. And of course you have your separate gain control buttons. So it's a very complete system. And of course it does have their multi-port connector because it's meant to work with some of the more popular cameras in their mirrorless lineup, like the entire A7 lineup, whether you have the previous generation or the new ones like the A7 II, A7R2, and A7S2. And of course it does work with some of their RX series cameras like their CyberShot RX10, RX10 Mark II, and RX10 Mark III, and some of their HDR cameras and some of the NEX VG cameras. So this is very popular on the market if you are a Sony videographer. It slides easily on the top, you lock it in place, and then we have the XLR microphone, which does come with a windsock. It's the fluffy type. Lock it in place, and here on the side is where you have your input capability. So I'm just going to plug in the XLR microphone. Now I'm going to show you how this works. We're actually going to insert a video where I'm working with this microphone and the lavalier microphone that I usually work with, so you can hear the difference between both of them. So stay tuned for that. So again, if you are in the market for a nice audio microphone kit for your Sony mirrorless camera, take a much closer look at the Sony XLR K2M adapter kit. Now, this is a test of the Sony XLR K2M microphone adapter kit. It's right now on top of a Sony A7S II connected by the multi-port. Of course, it's set to phantom power. We have it set in the controls for, of course, channel 1 because we're using the microphone that comes with it. We have it set to 10 dB and the gain is set to 5. So we're showing how this records, again, with the Sony A7S II, and then you'll also be able to hear, as always, when we're working with our lavalier mics connected to our now 5D Mark IV. Well, I hope you found this video to be helpful. If it did, remember to hit me up with a like button underneath and subscribe to our channel for future tutorials, frequently asked questions, and unboxings. And don't forget, if you're ever in Miami, come say hello at Digital Goja Showrooms. Happy shooting.